today?
I'm doing great. How are you, chef?
I'm doing great, but I'm even better because you're gonna have the most magical day ever.
Why?
Because we're making a corn and green chili paella using, guess what?
I'm going to guess we're gonna use this beautiful Laces IPA.
Yes!
Yes!
Cheers.
Salud!
Salud. Oh, that just reminds me why. So I designed this recipe because of the bitter notes and the tropical fruit notes in this. You see, the bitterness contrasts with the corn, and it just plays so well. You ready to get to work?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna start off with our paella pan. If you don't have a paella pan, you can use a nice big skillet.
Nice.
And we're gonna get some extra virgin Spanish olive oil. And now we're going to add some bay leaves.
Ooh.
These are called layers of flavor. As in, I'm sure there's layers of flavor in your beer, right?
Absolutely. Okay.
Tell me a little bit about how you make Laces.
All right, so Laces is more of a South Florida IPA, so we kept that in mind. Ooh, what are you doing there?
Tomato paste. We're adding umami to this.
Delicious. It's definitely a lighter IPA compared to most IPAs out there. Nice and dry. Lots of tropical notes in mind. So it's I mean, it's a delicious beer. You can have a couple of these and not have an issue with the deliciousness of a paella.
Yum, I can't wait.
Ooh. Wait.
Full of saffron threads.
Like legit saffron.
Like real saffron threads. Yes,
All
that's
right.
kind of like, this is the staple that you have to have. For it to be a real paella, you have to have saffron.
And how much do you put in there? I saw you kind of...
It's very powerful, and we're actually going to hit it with it again towards the end.
Ooh.
Okay.
Pinch now, pinch later.
So we start putting it all around here, just like so. We work our way from the edges to the center. So now all these, you know, the onions, the peppers, the tomato, and the corn is going to absorb the Laces IPA flavor.
Okay.
That's maximum flavor, by the way.
Yes. I mean, it's maximum smells, too. It's starting to smell really, really nice,
Oh, yeah.
which I'm really excited about.
Get close to that.
Ooh, yes.
So this is Arborio Rice. This is the rice you want to use for paella. Okay, so it goes in the pan. Here we go. All right, so you know what? We're going to have to hit this with a little more beer.
Oh, how do I do it? Is there a method to the madness?
Outside first.
Outside, okay.
And work your way in.
Work my way in. Sorry, I don't want to get beer in here.
Really?
There you go. What do we have here in terms of seafood?
So possibilities are endless. I like to use these colossal prawns right here.
Ooh,
Okay.
those look awesome.
They're enormous, right? And I like to keep some of the shell because it'll add another layer of flavor, right? So then here we have Maine Lobster.
You just kind of like try to do it somewhat.
Let's make it look pretty, you know?
So, you know, for the folks at home, you know, how much Laces do you put? Like, you know, is a 6-pack good enough? Should they buy a 12-pack, maybe a case?
So for a pan like this, we're gonna add about 1 to 2 beers.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, totally.
Awesome.
Okay. So next we're gonna add a little bit of lobster stock.
Lobster stock.
Yes, lobster stock just gives it another layer of flavor. So now we're gonna add our sea scallops.
Okay.
So any shell, whether you're using clams or mussels, that's the last step.
Okay, that's the last seafood item that you add to the paella.
So mussels, you want to make sure that they're closed. That means that they're alive.
All right.
Yeah. So, if you
So
get an
closed
open
mussels are alive.
Yes. So that's it. If they're open, don't use them. Toss. Yep. And then now this is the time where we need a little bit more of saffron.
Okay. So second time.
Second time.
Beautiful.
See now that you see how the lobster turned?
Yep, absolutely.
That's right. This smells like fisherman's wharf type.
Yeah, a little hint of the ocean. You definitely get a little bit of that.
So right before service time, we're gonna put a couple of lime wedges like this.
All right.
So now we're gonna drizzle a couple of nice little rows here of this green chili salsa verde over the top of the paella. So it's gonna add a little bit of heat. Here we go.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You need a sip. Cheers.
Cheers.